This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, we move on. September the 6th, the birthday month of Arn Anderson, and he's headed to Asheville Civic Center. He was still in his 20s, and it was a matinee show. The same day, there was a worldwide taping that aired on September 19th, 1987. So as always, the tapings and the actual days they make TV are a little different. Bob Caudle. I love Bob Caudle. He was the voice of my childhood, man. I know they say that phrase a lot, but, man, he really was. He interviewed you and Tully Blanchard about your hunt for the NWA Tag Team titles, and we have that clip for you here.
Fans here with two of the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. The two, I think that James A. Dillon has got prepared and all ready now for the World Tag Team Championship, Tully.
You know, Bob Caudle, Arn and myself, as the rest of the Horsemen, are always ready for anything at the drop of a hat. Now, I can think back, they wanted cage matches, so Arn and I, we brought a cage out here so everybody could see it. Here come Ricky Morton, run up here, won't get in somebody's face like this, and what happened to Ricky Morton? What happened to Ricky Morton? He got slapped down, but it was eyeball to eyeball, face to face. Now, not long ago, Arn and I in a wrestling match showing the people our tag team skills, and why we're the part of the Four Horsemen. You get to see part of it right here, right, Double A? The end of the match, and who comes running from behind but the world's tag team champions, the Rock and Roll Express, the heartthrobs of all women under the age of 12.
And here they come.
And here they come wanting to attack us. Well, Arn, they either scared or they're backstabbers, buddy. What it is, Tully, anytime anybody in this business has a problem, the only way you can solve that problem is you got to identify its source. Then you can attack the problem. Well, as you see, Ricky Morton's got his belt off right here. He came in the ring, jumped us from behind. But they're running scared because, you see, Bob Caudle, when you lose a match, when you're in contention for a world championship, you go to the bottom of the ladder. But the bottom line is the Horseman always stay as the number one contender or the champion because we're the Horsemen. Now, Ricky and Robert are running scared. They figure if they can attack us before we come for them, they can eliminate the problem. Go to the source, find the source and eliminate the problem. Well, Ricky and Robert, remember one thing. The only thing we don't own in the whole professional world are those World Tag Team titles and Windham's title. So our problem is you. We've identified the source. We're coming for you. All right,
Coming for you. So, Arn, you guys weren't done with just that awesome promo. Not on this show, not by a long shot. Instead, all the Horsemen, all the Kingsmen, Flair, Luger, Arn, and Tully join forces defeating Kendall Windham, the Italian Stallion, Rocky King, and Denny Brown at 7 minutes and 12 seconds when Rocky King submitted to Flair's figure four as Flair held on to Arn's hands for added leverage. Interesting late in this bout, Flair threw King over the top rope right in front of referee Tommy Young, but Tommy Young pretended not to have seen it. Tony Schiavone, our hero, points out that King was thrown over the top rope and that the DQ was never called for. Arn, is there an explanation for this? What say you all these years later? Come on.
Wrong thing to do.
It's just bad. It's just bad.
Bad.
Well, listen, after the contest, Tony Schiavone conducts an interview with the Horsemen, and they referenced everyone on their hit list. We're going to pick up the match as it closes as well as this interview so you can see it for yourself.
we haven't heard the last of Tully Blanchard with regard to that, too.
Stallion caught that foot, but Blanchard nailed him, and Stallion like a bull.
I think he's in the wrong corner. He very smartly backed out. He'd have stayed in there very long, they'd eaten him alive.
You're exactly right. As soon as Stallion looked up and saw all the boots of the wrong team around him, he was out of there, and now Blanchard not in a good spot. And this is where these four men got to take charge. But Flair to help matters out.
Over the top rope right in front of him. There it was, Arn.
I am the first to admit we made a lot of mistakes in those days.
But the problem is Tony also talks about it on air.
Yeah.
I couldn't see if he, in fact, went over the top rope.
Well, I don't know how he does it. Just for his long-term credibility. He had to.
Shoulder taped up from a past this injury, and now Flair just continues his assault.
I think Flair must have had a brain fart. What else could it be?
NWA.
And we all made mistakes.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
We really did. I mean, it's as common as, oh, that was terrible. Damn, Rocky dead asked me.
I was going to say, I don't know that it was terrible on your part of it.
Well, but why would I hit him with that, which should have been a kill shot?
Here's the hands to the hands.
Okay, well,
There's the
at least there was a little method to the madness, setting up the figure four. But God, that looked terrible. That was a classic example. If both guys aren't on the same page, it can look really bad out there.
Lex Luger.
Here we go. You're going to join Tony then ringside.
Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard,
Here's the replay.
Let's take a look once again.
Here's the, oh, we're going to do the,
Followed by the figure four leg lock. Your winners, the Four Horsemen.
but this speaks to the chaos of these 4-on-4 matches. Here we go. Let's listen.
Along with James J. Dillon, and here's the world heavyweight champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, what do you got to say now, huh? Is it Ronnie Garvin, huh? Is this Dusty Rhodes? Is this Nikita? Huh? Is this Johnny Weaver? Huh? Is this Ricky Martin? No! This is the Consummate Wrestling Family! Woo! In the world today, Tom Package, and I'll tell you what it comes down to is this. We will be right here, the NWA World Tag Team Champions. I will remain, despite what the so-called legend says, the U.S. Heavyweight Champion. And this man here will be the world's heavyweight champion for as long as he can. And here's the mastermind right here. I'll tell you what, when all the other names fade, the Barry Windhams, the Road Warriors, the Rock and Roll Express, the Dusty Rhodes, well, I ask when they're old retired wrestlers. They don't know who they are. They don't recognize. They say, did you ever wrestle one of the Four Horsemen? Because our name will go down in history as the greatest group of wrestlers that there has ever been. Isn't that right? Never heard of a visual aid? That was a visual aid. Oh, it's right here.
And for Bob Cottle and J.J. Dillon, we'll see you next week on World.
How nervous are you guys watching Lex Luger take over that promo?
Had to let him run.
Yeah, good
Had
point.
to let them run. When you got stallions, you got to let them run. And when you look like that, if you stumble over a word in that particular era, it wasn't the kiss of death.
And I say that because it was one of the first times that I saw him, body language and all, step up and want to be the voice of the Horsemen when they're all normal, when they're all surrounded around him. When you think of you and Rick and Tully and how you deliver, he stepped up and wanted to talk on all of your behalf. And that was really kind of that first time I ever saw him have that moment.
And, it wasn't by design. It was just some days one of us would take the lead and just run with it. And we would all feel it and just lay out and let them run. And it worked. That's what made us great. It was one of those deals that on any given day we could switch it up.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.